All right, we are now ready to print. Um, and to print, we're going to need our Crayola markers. You're going to have a bucket of water and a sponge, your paper, and your printmaking plate. So our first print is a test. We're going to do this one. We're all going to do this one first, and then we'll come back together and talk about what went well, what worked, what didn't, and try to problem solve, and then we'll make more prints. So for the first print, you just use one color, and I wouldn't pick a very light color. I'd pick a color that's a little dark, and you just color over the entire plate. Make sure you get to the edge. It's easiest if you use the side of the marker instead of the tip, and you're going to go right over that design too. It's also okay to go a couple different directions. Okay. All right. The next step, once the plate is colored and you have your paper, please, you have to remember to put your name on there. It can just go down in a bottom corner, because we're going to do a lot of printing today, and I need to know who these return to. So it's okay. It doesn't need to be on the back. Next step, your sponge. If it's soaking, like you can see the water dripping out of my sponge, I want to squeeze most of the water out. And then what I have found works best for me is I like to squeeze water onto my paper, and then I quickly wipe those drops away so that my paper is all wet. Take my plate, I flip it kind of into the middle, and I can't just press it, I have to rub it. So I'm going to hold with one hand, make a fist, and I rub over this half of it, and I make sure I go to the corners, and then I switch. And I want to really make sure I got it. Oh, I got it. Once you feel like you got the corners, you're going to go ahead and lift up your plate. Now you can tell there were some spots I didn't press on, or my paper wasn't wet. But for the most part, this is a good print. You're going to put this on the drying rack. You can take that sponge, squeeze all the water out, and you can wipe off your plate. That was our practice. For this one, remember pop art, they're very colorful. So we want 4 prints that use 2 to 3 colors, and you want each one to be different. And so with this one, each part of my, like the parts of my coffee container, I'm going to make them all different colors. So there's one, and they're not traditional colors, right? The coffee, I want that to be all red. So make each part a different color. Let's see. Blue, red. Oh, there's a purple. Purple. And this part takes time. And then my background should be a different color. And now I think I want green. Again, I want to get to the edges. My table is a little wet. You can always get paper towels. Dry off your table spot if you need to. I cannot wait to print this one. All right, my thicker paper, and I'm going to do this quick. Okay, quickly make sure most of my paper, flip it, and then again make sure, I'm going to make sure I get the middle because that's where I missed it last time. Get the edges. I already forgot to put my name on there, so I'll do that once I'm done. And then I go ahead, take that off. That looks awesome. I'll write my name really gently. You can tell I'm still having trouble in that same spot. So hopefully next time I get that worked out. This is also going to go on the drying rack. And then you're going to go to your next one. Change the colors of the background in the pot. Make, 5 or 6 today so you have some choices for next class.